Have you ever had that feeling where everything in your life is technically fine, but something feels off? Like you're not moving forward. Like you're just stuck.
It's one of the most common human experiences, and yet it's one of the hardest things to put into words, especially in a second language.
Today, Maya and James are going to have a real, honest conversation about feeling stuck. Not a lecture, not a list of tips, just a genuine conversation, the kind you might have with a close friend.
And along the way, you'll pick up the vocabulary, phrasal verbs, shadowing, and speaking practice.
I'm Maya.
And I'm James. Welcome back to the Maya and James podcast, real English conversations for B1 and B2 learners.
This is one of our deeper episodes, designed to give you both language practice and something real to think about.
Plus vocabulary, phrasal verbs, shadowing, and speaking practice.
Let's get into it.
Maya, have you ever felt stuck? Not in a dramatic way, just that quiet feeling of being in the same place for too long.
Honestly, yes. For me, it usually happens when I've been doing the same routine for a long time, and I suddenly realize I haven't really grown or changed in a while. There's no crisis, but there's a flatness to everything.
A flatness. Not sadness exactly, not unhappiness, just a lack of movement.
And that flatness is sometimes harder to deal with than actual problems. When something is clearly wrong, you know what you're dealing with. But when everything is technically fine and you still feel stuck, that's confusing. You feel almost guilty for not being happy.
That guilt is so real. Like you're not allowed to feel dissatisfied when nothing is objectively bad. But I've come to believe that feeling stuck is actually a signal, not a failure. A signal that something in your life wants to change, that you're ready for something different, even if you don't know what yet. Stuck as a signal rather than a problem.
And the first step is just naming it, saying out loud, I feel stuck right now. Because the moment you name it, it loses some of its power over you.
What causes people to feel stuck?
It can be anything. Career is a common one. But it can also be in relationships, in a city you've outgrown, in a version of yourself that no longer fits.
A version of yourself that no longer fits. What do you mean by that?
We all grow and change over time. And sometimes the life we're living was built by a version of us that had different priorities, different fears, different ideas about what we wanted. When we've outgrown that version, the life can start to feel like clothes that are too small. Still wearable, but uncomfortable.
You're not in crisis. You're just constrained.
And in that situation, the question isn't, what's wrong with my life? It's, what has changed in me? And what does my life need to reflect now?
What helps? When you felt that flatness, what has actually moved you forward?
Small movement. When everything feels stuck, the temptation is to wait for a big breakthrough. But it's the small movements that break the pattern. Doing one new thing, having a conversation with someone whose life looks different from yours, starting something, anything, even badly.
You don't think your way out of being stuck. You act your way out.
Exactly. You move first. The clarity comes from the movement.
It's like trying to steer a parked car.
Perfect. You can't steer something that isn't moving.
What about talking to people?
Sharing it helps enormously, but only with the right person. Someone who won't immediately try to fix it or minimize it. Someone who will just listen and say, I hear you.
The quality of the listener matters, not just the act of sharing.
And sometimes the right conversation can shift something that months of thinking alone couldn't move. Because we often know what we need to say, but we don't know it until we hear ourselves say it out loud.
We don't know what we think until we say it.
And in English especially, for learners listening to this, There is something powerful about being able to have this kind of conversation in a second language, because it means your English is not just a tool for practical things. It's a language in which you can express your inner life, and that's when a language truly becomes yours.
Your English becomes yours the moment you can use it to say something real. 4 vocabulary words from today.
Dissatisfied. Not content with your situation. Feeling something is missing. She wasn't unhappy exactly, just quietly dissatisfied with the direction her life had taken. Dissatisfied.
Constrained. Feeling limited or restricted. Unable to move or grow freely. He felt constrained by a routine that no longer suited who he had become. Constrained.
Clarity. The state of being able to think clearly about something. She moved first, and the clarity came after. Clarity.
Acknowledge. To accept or admit that something exists or is true. The first step was simply acknowledging that she felt stuck. Acknowledge. Dissatisfied, constrained, clarity, acknowledge. 3 phrasal verbs.
Move on. To stop focusing on the past and make progress. It took her a long time, but eventually she was ready to move on. Move on.
Outgrow. To develop past a stage, place, or version of yourself. He had outgrown his old job but wasn't sure what came next. Outgrow.
Act on. To take action based on a feeling or decision. She had known for months what she needed to change. The hard part was acting on it. Act on.
Move on. Outgrow. Act on. Shadowing. Full voice, full attention.
There's a flatness to everything. Not sadness, just a lack of movement.
Pause and repeat.
Feeling stuck is a signal that something in your life wants to change.
Pause and repeat.
You don't think your way out of being stuck. You act your way out.
Pause and repeat.
She had outgrown her old job, but wasn't yet sure what came next.
Pause and repeat.
Your English becomes yours the moment you can use it to say something real.
Last one. Pause and repeat.
2 speaking questions. Question 1. Have you ever felt stuck in your career, studies, routine, or life in general? Describe the feeling in English.
Pause and answer.
Question 2. What is one small movement you could make this week? Something new, something different, something that interrupts the stillness.
Pause and answer.
Example answer. Honestly, I have been feeling a bit constrained lately. My routine has become very predictable, and I've noticed a flatness I can't quite explain. One small movement I could make this week is to reach out to someone I haven't spoken to in a while. I suppose I've been waiting for clarity before I do anything, but maybe I need to act on something first and let the clarity come after. Honest, specific, and natural. That is real English being used for something real. Thank you for spending this time with us today. Subscribe to the Maya and James podcast. New conversations every week. Have you ever felt stuck? What helped you move forward? Tell us in the comments. We read every comment, every single one. Until next time, keep moving, keep going. Take care.